Hey, my legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here today to review a movie called Verotika. Now, I've known of this movie for a while now, and Chris Stuckman did a review, and I guess Glenn Danzig directed the film. And it was based off his line of erotic, violent comic books. And Verotika is supposed to be a combination of erotic and violence, Verotika. And Chris Stuckman did a hilariosity of it. And I was telling John about it. John pretty much knew about it, but I know he wouldn't want to see it. And then I was like, I kind of forgot about it because I didn't want to spend any money because it's supposed to be really bad. And they said like Glenn Danzig probably made the Room of horror films or something like that. And I love the Room. The Room was great. This movie, I don't know. Well, anyways, I forgot about it. I know talking to my good, wonderful, lovely friend Demonic Pretty, she would ask me if I've seen it. I said, no, I've heard of it. And she said you might want to watch it just good to laugh at it or something like that. So I forgot about it. I said, well, why not look up on YouTube? Because sometimes these movies will be on YouTube. Just like, and then, they might be YouTube for a little bit and then they get taken off. Just like, what was it? Puppet Master Louis Wright was on YouTube for a little bit and it got taken off. I guess see if Puppet Master, the new Puppet Master Blade, I can't remember what the hell it was called. They did one about Blade and stuff like that, but their movies are so getting really so cheap now. $90,000 budget. I don't know if it'd be worth even renting or something like that. Not back in the old days of renting a VHS tape. Or something like that, or DVD. Those places really aren't around anymore. And I'm getting off track. Well, anyways, Verotica is Glenn Danzig's movie. Now, it's a line of comic books. Now, I don't know if Howie knows about that or not. I might ask him maybe. But he directed the movie. And it starts off with like an introduction. They had like this girl's tied up, and the girl comes out, and she's like, I guess, the host. And then she has like these fingers, and it points in the girl's eyes, and she's like this, fucking her eyes with her fingers like that. Trying not to poke myself. He takes them out. Oh my! The continuity is all bad though, because it looks like it's closer than it really is and stuff like that. It's filmed really, really poorly. And there's lots of scenes where the camera zooms in and out and stays on shots of people after like 10, 15 seconds after the dialogue ended. And the first story is about this set in France, and I guess they had like a Q&A with Glenn Danzig, and they said like these actors spent time with a serious French dialect coach for months to learn the French accent. Like, really? Madame, this is, or like, no, merci, I not the Nepreka. See, I can do that. I love being an actor in movies like this. Anyways, this girl and this guy are making on the guy wants to see girl's boobs. He don't want to show her boobs. And then the guy sees her, and they find she has eyes on her boobs. The eyes for nipples on her boobs. And then there's like this albino spider or something like that. And then it comes to life, becomes like this dude with a bad costume. And he becomes he kills women when she sleeps or something like that. And he's like breaks necks. And they call him the neck breaker. And a lot of stuff. She said it'd be fun laughing at her or something. A lot of stuff really is not that funny. It's just kind of just weird. He's trying to be real avant-garde, but it's just avant-weird. You know what I mean? And then the thing that was funny, anything with the cops was funny. Like the scene with the French cops at the end was really, really funny. That was funny how they filmed all that. But the continuity's really bad. And then like in the second story, the cops are really funny too. And the second story is like face to change or something like that about a girl like stealing women's faces to wear. Because Glenn Danzig said his favorite movie is Eyes Without a Face. Eyes Without a Face. God no human trace. Eyes Without a Face. But I've never seen that movie though. I should probably watch the French film. He's paying homage to it, I guess. Well, anyways, they're in a strip club, and they show a lot. I guess a lot of these were adult films, so that's what I was told. on IMDb, I think. And then they were strippers, and they were doing a good job. But that mystery girl, the girl who steals people's faces, were out there. She comes out, and all she does is this. She has a cape. She goes like this, and sometimes she does a windmill like that. That's all she does. And basically, she meets up with the cop. And there's a scene where she's behind the cop, cuts his face a little bit, and then you see the cop shooting. And she was clearly behind him, and the cop was shooting in front of her and said, I put 3 rounds in here, something like that. I shot him 5 times. Oh, that's from Halloween. Yeah, I shot him 5 times, he said. And he says, well, what's going on, buddy? I've been trick-or-treated to death. And he goes, you don't know what death is. That's all from Halloween. Well, anyway, I mean, she was behind him, and he goes like that. And how can he shoot her when she's behind him? And she runs off, and there's really no ending to the story. It just kind of ends. And then the third one is like, well, the title, I can't remember the title because the title went by really quick. It's supposed to be set in the 16th century or something like that. And it's basically Countess Bathory, story of Countess Bathory, and all pretty much just, she wants girls who are virgins, and she just bathes in their blood and licks their blood and stuff like that for the whole time. And that's all it is. And it's like it's stuff the padding, the fill up to make it like 91 minutes. That's all it is padding. And what else was I gonna say? I'm gonna kill myself. I mean, just padding. It would just count as the Countess Bathory story. Seeing what she's just looking in the mirror for like 5 minutes like this. Oh, I look so young. I look so young. That's all that is, pretty much. And there were no cops in this one. It's just, I don't know. It was just a lame experience. I mean, there was a few funny parts in it, but I couldn't imagine watching this again. I mean, it's a curiosity piece. Now, I mean, if you have the patience, especially during the first one, you had that patience with Saint stay through the whole thing of the first one, which I did. I mean, I'd watch stuff that has plot points that go nowhere, like Shark Exorcist, Shark Exorcist, but that was an entertaining movie just because it was so. I mean, a movie can be really out there and weird and be entertaining, like Shark Exorcist was, but this one was only worth watching it once. There were a couple songs that I liked. He didn't use a lot of his own. I wish he would use more of his stuff, but it's a bad movie. I mean, they said it was like The Room of horror. The Room is so much better. I think that's just a way of putting bad movie, but Room is way better than this, or way more entertaining. I couldn't imagine watching this more than once. I think maybe he was trying to do like the midnight movie thing, being bizarre and stuff, but it just didn't work. Yeah, but I mean, that girl was just doing this with a cape on like this, and she was stripping and stuff. I think stripping, like this. Well, I'm stripping. It's just bizarre. Oh! I remember in that the third story, the Countess Bathory ripoff thing. There's a scene where she cuts this girl top part open, and she takes out her heart. That heart looked like an octopus. That was really bad makeup. I mean, really bad makeup effects. I mean, that just looked like an octopus. That was terrible. And the scene where she cut out this lady's head, just looks at it and stuff like that, and it's like that's what that looked. It was horrible. I mean, but none of the stories have a real ending and stuff like that. Well, I mean, the first one kind of has an ending with the police. The other ones really don't. I mean, it's just lame. And it's actually, I mean, I watched it once because I have a page for bad movies, but I mean, I would never want to watch it again. Once is good enough. And then if you want recaps, just watch Chris Stuckman's thing when he does his stuff. I guess that scene with the movie theater, I didn't even notice it. Well, there's lots of continuity in the movie, anyways. But that scene with the movie theater in the projection thing, that was just a box fan and a light. I didn't really notice it, and I looked up closely, and Chris Stuckman said, "Yeah, that's what it was." But I give Verotika 2.5 out of 10. You know, I mean, it's lucky it got that. I mean, I wouldn't want to see it again. I mean, Chris Tucker actually bought it for $20. There's no way I would have bought that. I mean, I don't know what would be worse, this or Creepshow 3. I mean, Creepshow 3 was a horrific disappointment. How bad that was, but I wouldn't want to see that again either. But Verotica is really bad, and not that much of it's fun. I mean, just the cops. If you want to see the heart, it's kind of funny. But I 2.5 out of 10. Hope you like this video. Bye. Till next time, please take care, my legion. And in the thumbnail, it's that girl that hosts the movie, more richer, or something like that. I can't remember her name. All right, take care, brother.